Good day, my fellow Nigerians. This is part seven of the new Nigerian principle. These are just principles which, in my own idea or opinion, I think will help us create a better nation. Now, there's this idea that I need us to adjust, to change, and to totally delete from our memory. That's the idea that the people that will champion the change we need in Nigeria is the government. Idea is a lie. The responsibility of transforming Nigeria is left for all of us because we all are, none of us spoil am, either by our inactivity or by our activity. If you see what is wrong and keep quiet, you follow spoil Nigeria. Because in leadership, we say that you are either part of the solution or part of the problem. You cannot be in between. So the responsibility is with every Nigerian. We have a role to play. Don't think that we cannot say something or we cannot do anything. No, you have a role to play and you can play that role. The simplest, for me, the simplest that we can do, come to social media and speak out your voice, speak out your heart. If somebody has done something wrong, talk about it. And connect with people that are like you so that people will form a strong team and you will prevent evil. So we can transform Nigeria. As a matter of fact, let me tell us something that will surprise some of us. Do you know that the political class are the least influential in the society? Yes, they are the least influential. Politicians are not influential in any way. What do I mean? You now, as a person, you grew up in a family, you went to a school, you went to a religious center. If in your family, morality, discipline, integrity, values is enshrined in your family, you go to your school, you are being taught basic things about human rights and all that, or you do your research and you know that. You go to your religious system, they are teaching you justice and so many other things. See, when you come out to the society, as the politician is misbehaving, they give am water. Let me use that language. Sorry for it, but I don't really like that language. I'm just trying to paint a picture. As the man is, when you see somebody misbehaving on the street, you will give it to him instantly. I'm not saying you go and beat him, but you will let him understand that what he's doing is wrong. And you will stand your right and say, no, this must not take place. Sometimes we tend to think that powerful people will just crush us. It's a lie. Let me tell you one truth. I'm not going to use my own experience, but I'm going to use an experience that inspires me till today because it happened in Nigeria sometime in the late 90s. I think that thing happened in the 90s, either early, mid, or late 90s. I can't really recall the time it happened. Now, but Nigeria was in military administration then. There was this guy who was a bouncer in a club, and you know, then the rules were if you wear palm sandal, if you wear palm or sandal, you can't enter the club. If you're wearing short, you cannot enter the club. If you're wearing something that is very small, maybe a shirt, polo shirt, you can't enter. You have to dress decently. Some clubs even like you to come there with coat, suit. Let me modernize this suit, coat. So this guy, while he was, doing his rounds as a bouncer, one man waka come. I want to enter. He was wearing short and palm. He said, no, you no go enter this club. Man said, they said this man is a governor. He said, oh boy, he be governor. Now for government house. this one, this place, I'm the governor here, and I've been given instruction, you will not enter this club. They had to find a way to reach out to the owner of the club. That was in the days of Not 9 Not. For those of us who don't understand what Not 9 Not is, before the days of GSM, we used to have a phone 090, they call it Not 9 Not. It was intercellular. So they had to find a way and find out who owns the club. They called him. He now called his manager. The manager now went and gave the phone to the bouncer. The bouncer, he now spoke to the bouncer and said, allow that man enter. Before they allowed the man to enter. I think that was from one governor of Akwa Ibom or Calabar or something, I don't know. You see, the one is Akwa Ibom, the other one is, okay, Cross River, not Calabar. Yes, it's Cross River, Abi. Then the next day, this happened on a Friday, the next working day, Monday, the governor invited him to his office and gave him a job. He said, I'm impressed by what you did. See, let me tell you, if you stand your ground on anything, if you stand your ground, in Igbo we call it ofonogu. If you have ofonogu, you stand your ground in something that you are right, God will not just allow you to fall. And let me tell you one truth. If we as a group of people stand our ground, stand our rights by doing what is right, society will transform itself overnight. Yes, Nigeria will transform. If we stand our right, if you stand by your highest moral principle, where if your principle tells you do not go out after 6 o'clock, you stick to it. If your principle tells you it is wrong to pick somebody's money, you stick to it. If your principles tell you do not lie, if you've got to that level where your mind is able to communicate with you and tell you don't do this, don't do this, and you stick to it, we will transform Nigeria. That's the truth. So, I need you to do what is right. Do what is right for the sake of your own leadership skill and for the sake of the betterment of humanity. So, please, I like us to adjust our perspective about Nigeria. To understand that if we do what is right, Nigeria will right itself. I believe in Nigeria with everything in me. With the last drop of my blood, I believe in Nigeria. I so believe in Nigeria because I know that we have men, we have great minds who are within amongst us. And these great minds can transform things. Cheers to you and a great Nigeria.